Okay, and we're live, I think. Everything looks good. We're gonna be playing some Loop Hero today. I know the schedule says Minecraft, but I think I'm gonna move Minecraft to Mondays and do just whatever games I'm feeling like playing on Fridays. Um, so yeah, here we are. I've done a little bit of progress today. Something like 3 or 4 loops now, I think, or loops expeditions, 7 expeditions actually. Kind of gets away from you a little bit. I have beaten the first chapter. I'm currently on the second chapter, but it is a lot harder than the first one. So, I guess here's an overview of my stats, real quick, in case you were wondering. But let's jump right into it, I think. I don't think I can do much in the camp at the moment. Oh, maybe I can, actually. No, I can upgrade some buildings by the looks of it, but I don't think I will. So I don't really know what upgrading does, and I'd rather buy new buildings for the moment. So yeah, let's have a look at the deck again. What have I got? I'm hoping at some stage I can upgrade the deck size, but it would be interesting to see if that's the only size deck you can have, 7 to 12. Right, so of my options, Chrono Crystals I don't particularly like. I thought they would really work really well with the meadows, but you can't place them next to the meadows. You can only place them near the road. Um, and the Blood Grove is pretty good. The monsters it spawns drop good stuff. But I think Village Wheatfields. I mean, I thought it was working well for me, but also ever since I switched to Village Wheatfields, I have been struggling. So maybe let's go with Grove and um, Spider Cocoon doesn't really do much for me. So I might swap that out for Blood Grove and then see how we go. I don't have any new classes yet. Chapter 2. I don't know what this button does. Let's start. Let's see what happens. Alright. Pretty standard gear to start off. I don't know if this starting gear actually changes at all. I haven't really experimented with it enough. I'm sure if you upgrade the blacksmith, it'll get a little bit better. Might need to turn the game sound down a little. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe, actually... Yeah, here we go. I think that's master volume. That's sound effects. Alright, let's try that. So I don't want the combat sounds to be overpowering my voice or anything, but I do want the background music to still be audible. So it's quite nice. So yeah, this is Loop Hero. If you haven't heard of it before, I can't blame you. I think it came out literally this morning. Essentially, the premise of it is that it's kind of like a roguelike game, so over the course of a run, you have a randomly generated loop, and then on that loop, monsters spawn, and you have to kill those monsters to get items that make you stronger, and these cards down here, which you can place in the world to give you certain benefits. So right now, these meadows, every time this day bar ticks over, they'll heal me 2 HP each. And there's a road lantern here, which will decrease the maximum amount of monsters on that road within its radius that can spawn. So the more stuff you place down, the harder the monsters get, but the better the loot that you get as well. And you eventually want to place enough things down that this green bar fills at the top and the boss spawns, and then you can fight the boss. And then every time you kind of pass through certain tiles or kill enemies, resources will drop up here as well. So right now I have 1 craft fragment and 3 rations. These will upgrade into actual resources as I go. And at any point I can choose to end the run. And the closer I am to this little camp, the more of these resources I get to keep. But if I die at any point, I lose, I think it's like 70% of these resources. And then whatever resource Okay, I think we're back up. I don't know. That's so strange. Anyway, hopefully that doesn't persist. Persist, that'd be very annoying. What do we have? We have a mountain, which you can put up here, and a grove. Those go on the roads. We've got a ring. Shields. Okay. So yeah, the premise, you know, you place these tiles in the ground, they upgrade the world, you get better stuff, so on and so forth. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. What else is there to explain? These items have different qualities, so this is a yellow quality, should be better than blue or white. The shield, I lose a bit of defense, but I gain some damage to all and additional defense, so it ends up being a straight upgrade. And then we're just gonna completely get rid of it for this one, because it's better again. So the thing about the items, right? You have a limited amount of inventory space down here, and once this fills up, any items that you pick up will replace the oldest one, and that oldest one gets converted into more resources. So you want to try and keep this inventory full so that you can keep cycling through the old ones. Whenever you replace an item that you have equipped, the old item just gets deleted. So ideally you don't want to be equipping too many things if you can avoid it, so you can maximize your resource gain. Did that just give me 2 quests? No, okay. So this one is a village. Essentially, it heals me a little bit, and then every time I walk through it, it chooses a random enemy on the loop and upgrades it, and then I get additional rewards for killing that thing, so that's what's happened there. Let's see. I've got an enemy spawning tile up here. I guess I'll put this... No. So the battlefields are interesting, right? They don't actually spawn enemies per se. I think they can. But they spawn chests, which will sometimes be mimics, but the important thing is that when something dies adjacent to it, there's a chance that it'll turn into ghosts. So it does make the enemies around it harder by default. So I like to keep them a little bit further away from these enemy spawning tiles, at the start at least, until it gets a bit... until I get a bit stronger, that is. Got another mountain. The interesting thing about these mountains and rock tiles, if you get a 3x3 of them, they'll upgrade to like a mountain peak, I think it's called. I think you can only have one of them per run, kind of thing. And they give you extra benefits, but they also cause harpies to spawn. Is this shield better? It doesn't look better. Alright. And then this Oblivion card down here, it's a little bit different to the other ones. It's more like a spell than a tile. So what it does is it'll delete everything on a tile. So if it's a building like this, for example, it'll delete it. It'll also delete any enemies on the tile. So it's very useful if you're in a bit of a pinch and you need to just delete the enemies real quick. I will swap these rings out because regen per second is very valuable. But at least for the first chapter's boss, I don't know about the second one, but the first one, when he spawns, he creates a bunch of tiles around that buff him, and you can use this to kind of clear away some of them, make the fight a bit easier. So I do like to save them if I can. But I also found out you can build stuff around the camp that block his buildings, so you can't, he can't put things down there if you beat him to it. So I usually try to save the Oblivions, and then I don't even end up using them, to be honest. Oh, that's a new debuff there. 3 seconds of bleeding. Okay. So yeah, now that I've gone from chapter 1 to chapter 2, I think the enemies start getting different abilities, like that one causes bleed, for example. So there's a bit more to learn now as well, which is interesting. I guess it's only a chance. Yeah, 20% chance. Okay. So we've nearly got our mountain peak going up here. There are other tiles as well. I haven't really unlocked many of them, but there's like a treasury tile, which once you surround it with a bunch of things, you get extra resources out of it. This is good. That is also good. I don't remember what else I actually have in the deck. I've already forgotten. There's these groves. There's a tile that upgrades the groves as well that I've got. But yeah, the start of the game here is a little bit slow. But it gets a lot more hectic once you get going. Another thing about these meadows, they do 2 HP by default. If you put them next to certain tiles, so I think it's pretty much anything other than a meadows, they'll upgrade to a blooming meadow. They do an extra HP, which is nice. Alright, so that should upgrade that to, yep, a mountain peak. So we got a whole bunch of metamorphosis here. And then we have a mountain peak, which gives us an extra 120 HP. But it does now spawn harpies every 2 days. I haven't actually figured out if it's worth making these or not. I assume it is, but I don't know. Alright, so we just got our first goblin camp there. They spawn every 10 rock and mountain tiles you place. Evasion, no thank you. Alright. And yeah, now that the inventory is full, you can also see that things start to get recycled as well. Minus defense, okay. Yeah, the slime's debuff defense, that's right. This weapon does more damage. I lose 3 defense but gain total evasion. Nah. See, I really haven't figured out the most efficient method for placing tiles, because there's a lot to it. Alright, so we got a quest to kill a goblin down there. It's going to be a little tricky. Goblins are quite hard to kill sometimes. And the quest doubles its HP, so it's going to be a little tough, I think. Another grove. I'll put that there, sure. I like to keep them together. I don't think there's any reason to, but I don't know, I just kind of like it. Got a battlefield again. Guess I'll put them adjacent. Okay, so that's what I was worried about. I don't know why, but sometimes these battlefields will produce blood paths, which spawn blood clots, which are pretty tough. I don't remember if they have decent loot or not. Oh, that's a interesting trade. I think I will swap that out. 10% vampirism is okay, but when my damage is only, up to 22, that's 1 to 2 damage healed per hit. Whereas the extra 4 defense is actually pretty big, I think. Gets the prediction effect every 3 seconds, which allows it to ignore incoming damage once. Okay. Interesting. That's actually very annoying. Alright, 2 new rings here. I don't actually know how you unlock these extra gear slots. I'm pretty sure it's either different characters have different gear slots, or I have to build certain upgrades for the camp first. There might be a combination, and that's why some of these are cracked. I don't really know. Alright, so this ring replaces 1.2 regen for damage. No thanks. The regen per second is just way too valuable. So yeah, like I said before, I have almost another peak built here, but I think you can only have the one. So these will just stay like this, no matter how many I build from now on. There's just nothing wrong with that. They still gain the benefit of being adjacent to each other, but they didn't evolve anymore, I think. Okay, so this is a very hard fight, and I might actually lose. It's one thing that there's a vampire here giving all of these vampirism, but to have this one be a quest as well, it's... yeah, I think we've already lost this run. Oh... I mean, that could help. I don't think so, though. Nah. Okay, so there's our first loss. That was actually way quicker than I thought it would be. But as you can see, even when you die, you do lose a lot, but you still get to keep some materials for progressing. So it's not terrible. It's just not exactly ideal. I don't think I would have unlocked anything else. Nah. I'm trying to save up for the supply depot, but it is quite expensive. Although looking at it now, so are the rest of these. Quite expensive. Alright. I might go back to chapter 1 so that I can build up a lot more resources, get the camp built up a little bit more, and then go back to chapter 2. I think that's kind of the idea anyway, because I think I beat the first boss a little bit earlier than what you should have. I had a really good run. I had something like 5 or even 7 HP regen per second, so I was like unkillable. It was ridiculous. Alright, so the camp is here. Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts. I'll put that there then. Enemies can't spawn on the camp, so that'll really only affect this one here. But I'll still get the mimics from it every day. Or not mimics, the chests, I mean. Almost finished my chai tea already. I forgot to place tiles down. Alright, got a road lantern. Put that there. Got the cemetery. Vampire mansion. I haven't figured out if the vampire mansion, like I don't really know what exactly it does to help you. I imagine it's what's giving you vampirism items over here, but at the same time I think you can get them without the mansion, so maybe it just increases the chances or something. Let's put that up there, I guess. Alright, got our first regen ring. Very good. 2 Oblivion cards at once. That's pretty lucky. Alright, so beacons, they give a speed up effect on the tiles that they affect there. I don't really know the point of them, because they give you the extra movement speed, which doesn't really help too much, and they affect... Or sorry, they give every unit, including the player, a 20% increase in attack speed. So it kind of just speeds things up in general, which I guess is nice, but it doesn't seem to do a whole lot. The only really reason I could think of for doing that is that the time up here, like you can get more done in that time progress, but I don't really know why you'd want to. I'll put this down here, and we'll put the Blood Grove on it as well. So what the Blood Grove does, basically any enemy that falls below 15% health is instantly killed, and every time that happens there's a chance it'll spawn a very strong enemy that drops a lot of really good loot. It's nothing new there, just some shields with the same amount of defense. I'm interested to see what the new quest I just got was. Hopefully it's not too hard. Because this is chapter 1, I don't think it would be. It should be fairly easy. Uh, hmm. I think for now I might actually replace the regen ring. It's a pretty low amount of regen, and you get quite a lot of stats for it. Give that a go, I guess. So in the early game, you can kind of get by just with the healing potions and the passive healing you get from time passing. Alright, this is a good weapon. Let's use that. Because yeah, every time this day loops over, you get a little bit of health back, and then every time you pass this camp or this village, you also get a bit more health back. So that should be okay for keeping us alive for a while, until I can get some actually decent regen items. I've also never really done a full vampirism build. I'd be interested to see how well it works, but I have my doubts. And we're gonna first bandit camp there. Similar to the goblin camps, they spawn every time you place your... Or they spawn every second village. So I just placed the second one, they spawned next to one of them. It doesn't have to be the second one, they'll always spawn next to a village. I'll place the cemetery down as well. So the reason I'm placing cemeteries down over here, like I said before, when the boss spawns, he spawns on your camp, and he'll transform all the tiles that don't have anything on them into, like, his castle, basically. So the more tiles I can fill up with just something, the better. 7 damage to all is really good. But I am already doing 4 damage to all with this one, and a plus of a bunch of other stats as well. So I might pass on that one for now, but that's the highest I've ever seen. 19% counter, that's also very high. That is very good armor. I'll be taking that. Alright, so here's the quest mob. Easy. Got another village. I like to spread these out a little bit so that I can get health every, like, at even intervals kind of thing, instead of getting a whole bunch of health over here and then needing it over here kind of thing. As far as I can tell, they don't get any stronger for being adjacent to each other. I have tried putting 3 or so in a row and it didn't really do much. Alright, so we got our first treasury. I'm gonna put that over here. I might start a different grove up here as well, just to spread the enemies out a little bit. So yeah, as I mentioned before, what the treasuries do, every time you place a tile next to it, you get an extra resource from the treasury, and once you put 8 around it, you get a couple of really good items, a bunch of new resources, and then it will start spawning gargoyles, which are okay. They're not too easy to kill, but the loot they drop isn't that great either, so it's kind of meh. But you really kind of just want it for the resources that they drop. This ring seems kind of promising. Lose a bit of damage to all, lose 2 magic damage, which I don't really know what it does. I think it just helps for enemies that are resistant to normal damage. Lose a bit of defense, but you gain attack speed and vampirism. Let's try it. Why not? Maybe I'll try and do a vampirism build this time, see how it goes. Get our mountain peak going. Oh, I should have placed that down here. Whoops. Oh, I gotta level up. I didn't even notice. Okay. 1.5 damage for every potion used. That's not bad. After receiving this effect, and after every loop, the hero receives a bar of phantom protection that equals 65% of his max HP. Interesting. After every loop. Or Surveyor. These are all quite good. I might go for Strong Aftertaste, because that will also scale pretty well with Vampirism. Since Vampirism is based off of damage dealt. Is there anything else I have that does Vampirism real quick? So right now it's really not working well for me. That's a good one. See, regen per sec again. No, I said I'd do Vampirism, I'll stick to it. I wonder what happens if you Oblivion one of these parts of the mountain peak. Since it's like a multi-block structure up here, I wonder if it'll just revert to 8 mountains, or if it'll just delete the whole thing. You can also place beacons down here, which I think is personally the best use for them, because it'll still count towards this treasury, but it's not taking up slots in here, which I guess could be used for more things, but now that I think about it, not really a lot of things can go in there. I don't know. What else we got? Meadows. Battlefield is okay. Again, I don't really want this to affect too many tiles, though. Let's put it up here. Oh, hi AJ. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm playing some Loop Hero today. Oh, that's a cool emote. Is that one of yours? Very nice. Oh, a bit more max HP. Defense. The attack speed's good, though. No. Keep that for now. How is everybody? How is D&D? Oh, this guy's taking forever to kill. Might need to upgrade my weapon soon, if I can help it. So this is not going very well. Okay, that ring is not ideal. No, because then I lose the vampirism. I said I'd keep it, so keep it for now. Alright, so up here is... that's scary. That's a lot of enemies. This red guy is the one I mentioned before. He's particularly strong, and I think... no, he's not next to a vampire castle, at least. That's good. I guess we'll see what happens, but I don't like the looks of it. This feels like a doomed run as well. I'm actually going to put a road lantern there so that stuff doesn't spawn there so much next time. Oh, I just realized that's a quest down there as well. Ooh. Nah, that's not going to be great. Alright, we got this to proc. So we got a bunch of materials there. And we got some okay gear. Doubles the max HP pretty much. Yeah, that's good. I'll keep that. The ring is not great as well. No. Alright, fingers crossed. I don't know how this is going to work. So he attacks pretty slowly, but he does also do 57 damage per hit. 60 even, wow. It's going to be close, I don't know. Alright, we did get him, and that gave us a bunch of good stuff. Less defense, but we make up a little bit of it with the extra... Nah. Hey, that has vampirism on it, so I'll just take that. Defense down a little bit. Magic damage. Damage to all. Attack speed. I don't know. That doesn't seem very good either. That is good, though. That's a very good weapon. I'll take that. Alright, we got some more meadows. Another Blood Grove. I'll put that up here. Try and spread out those heavy-hitting enemies as much as possible. Could really use some health, though. Jeez. What can I hit with the beacon? Yeah, let's put it there. No, no vampirism, no thank you. Grove, I will put here. I don't want to put it here because then this will start making things spawn ghosts there. Especially with the rat wolves, it's just extra trouble I don't really want. Stop the fight. Stop, stop, stop. This is gonna end badly, I can tell. Yikes. Alright. I really thought I had more vampirism than 15%. That's not very high. I think I'll survive this one at least. There we go, that's better. Regen and vampirism, that's fantastic. We're gonna know the treasury as well. Perfect. Alright, so this does the same damage. Gives me 3 defense, 12% evasion. Nah, that ain't it. Nope, nope. Oh, jeez. The Blood Groves. I don't know. I guess I'll put it down here. Because again, the drops you get from it are really good, but at least down there I have the lantern, so it spawns a little bit less. This gives me more regen, yeah. More damage as well, so the vampirism will scale better. That's too many Blood Groves. I'm gonna leave that one for now. I'm just not confident enough. Or... No, because I can only place that adjacent to these tiles. Yeah, I was hoping I could place it next to the treasury, but I guess not. Oh, I got a mimic there. Alright, we lose the vampirism. Oh, that gives it vampirism now. Costs a good amount of defense. Yeah. Let's go all out, I guess. I said I would. So 26% vampirism is actually not bad. I'm hoping I can get it a bit higher, but if everything on it has vampirism, then I can't imagine it getting much higher than that. I could maybe get another 8% or so on average on the weapon. That is doing a lot of damage. Okay, we got another level up. I don't know if I can pick that right now. Okay, I can. Get a new set of 3 traits, doesn't spend points. Okay, so I think that means I can just reroll these two. And I think I will, because these are very situational. I don't know if I want either of those, so... Ooh... 35% chance to perform a counterattack during evade. So now, evasion chance becomes a bit of extra counter chance. That's not bad. Or damage is increased by 20% of defense value. So that's about 3 to 4 damage extra. So it's like an 8% damage upgrade. Our defense is increased by 1 after every loop. We've done 6 loops, so defense will just go up by 6. That's a big increase. And it'll keep going. Let's try that. New ring with no vampirism. No thank you. That is a pretty good one, though. Mountain next to the treasury. Did get another goblin camp. That's alarming. It's our first gargoyle. Okay, so we got armor with 12% vampirism, but we lose max HP, magic damage, and counter chance. I said I would. So vampirism is at 30%, so now we heal for a third of the damage that we take, which is actually pretty good. We can increase that again. Yeah, sure. So 40% is getting pretty good. I must admit, that's not bad. If I can start healing more damage than I'm taking, then we'll be laughing. And it looks like I am, actually. Yeah, that's going up. Very good. Oh, 3.6 regen per second, though. If I was doing a regen run, that'd be great. Not doing bad. I'm worried about the boss, though. He does do like 100 damage per hit. Not very good. Definitely not out healing their damage. Unless it's like a single enemy, then it looks like we are. Yeah. Okay, that's not bad. I want to put a road lantern. I already got one down there. I'll put one up here to handle this blood grove a little better. And we've got another village. Where am I going to put that? I guess, yeah, up here's probably good, because then it'll help later on when I have to fight the boss. I can heal a little bit before then. He's nearly spawned as well. We're about 4/5 of the way. Okay, this is... this makes me nervous. That's a lot of enemies. As far as I can tell, you can't target enemies as well. It's all automatic, so it kind of works against you in that instance, because I would have gone for this Enraged Goblin first, so he wouldn't get his rage off. That's okay. Nah, no vampirism. Alright, health is definitely on the decline, unfortunately. That's more vampirism, though. Take that. Another village. Why not? Put it up there. It is kind of close to that one, but that's okay. I think the main heal is from this camp. Yeah, 30%. So on the other side of the loop is probably the best place to put excess villages. Defense, magic damage, regen, nah. Another quest mob here. Okay. I'm kind of hoping that I can unlock a new card sometime soon. I think you do that through upgrading the camp a little bit. Okay, that's better in every way. Let's do that one. Because I am really curious to see what kind of upgrades you can get. Ooh, that's a tough call. An extra 6% vampirism could be pretty big. We lose the regen. Alright, no, I think we'll keep that as it is for now. Nope. Getting pretty close there. Nah. Alright, jeez. Okay, that's a tough decision. Gain more max HP and defense. We sacrifice 4% vampirism. I think it's worth it. We have a good amount of vampirism already, and especially with the way rounding works, I don't think it's going to make a big difference. But the extra HP and defense is going to be huge. Alright, so depending on the kind of cards we get, we might be able to finish this run in one loop. It might take us another 2 loops, I'm not sure. Okay, we are still healing as well, that's good to see. Want to see lots of these single slime encounters because it's just free health at that point. Did I just see, oh god. Yeah, this red guy has got a quest on him, so now he's going to be twice as hard to kill. That's alarming. I really hope... No, I definitely will have to fight all of that. Oh god. Ew. That's going to be tough. It'll be a good kind of gauge to see how I'll do against the boss, though. This will be doing pretty similar damage, I think. Right, these guys annoy me. Not annoy. They worry me. I don't know why I said annoy. Alright, we're actually doing okay. It also seems like this damage number over here is aggregated, so it's all the units' damages at once. I thought it was each unit's attack was doing that much. That's good to know. So we're actually out healing 2 or 3 of them at a time. Alright, here's the big test. This makes me nervous. Oh, that's easy. We just healed 50 damage. Oh my god. He does have a lot of health though, doesn't he? I think we'll be okay. I think we'll win this one. Alright. So I see already a vampire ring. Lose 1% vampirism, but we gain counter chance. I think we can sacrifice a little more vampirism. Oh, it's a shame. These are both very good items, but I'm doing a vampirism run, so... no. Can't do it. Alright, what do we got? Mountain, a meadow, beacon. Where would be a good place to put this? I guess here's fine. Can I shuffle these around a little bit? No, okay. Where can I put a road lantern? Down here is still a mess, so these do stack. It'll help even further, but this is a nasty section, so I'm gonna leave that one. Okay, we are pretty much at the boss fight now. I think the next tile I place is gonna spawn him. So I'm gonna have to be pretty careful about what I actually choose to place. Okay, that's a good ring. Yeah, I'll take that. Get a little bit of the vampirism back. Nope. Now, I really didn't think vampirism would be this strong, but it's really doing fine, isn't it? I only really start to fall behind when there's like 5 enemies, or if it's a really hard-hitting boss. And that is a straight upgrade. Do lose the damage to all, which kind of sucks, but... Oh, there it is. Okay, yep. So yeah, you see, he's placed a bunch of palaces around, but I saved some oblivions, so I can just nuke those straight away. And then I'll negate all of his buffs. It gives him like a 20% bonus to health and damage, I think, so it is very strong. You definitely do want to get rid of them when you can. So what happens now? That's not a good weapon. Basically, I have to finish the loop. If I make it to him, I can get to fight him, and if I win, I get to keep going around the loop if I want. So I can place a bunch of these upgrades around, and it'll still help. But I think I'm going to try and beat him and then return to camp. Because I don't want to lose all of these resources I've gained just like 5 tiles after I actually beat him or anything. Alright, we got... No, still no vampirism on that. Yeah, we're still at full health. That's ridiculous. We got another level up. Damage is increased by 20% of defense value. That's a fifth of... So it's damage, extra 6 damage. Or I could gain 65% health shield. No, because I can't heal that back, so it'll just kind of go away. I think I will take dominant mass. Dominant mass. Mass. So that will help at least a little bit. Especially with vampirism. It's just a straight vampirism upgrade if you think about it. The soundtrack in this game is really good. No, still no good. Oh, we got our first ghost there, actually. Whoops, that was a misplace. There's another one. So yeah, basically, when you're adjacent to one of those battlefields, anything that has a soul can turn into a ghost when it dies, including ghosts. So I don't actually know if they drop anything good. That's going to be the last tile. Okay. So onto the boss fight then. How is it possible? That's right, you hadn't wait, this conversation, I remember it. I've already killed you. What the hell is happening here? Killed me? I see, so that's how it is. I'm just his afterimage, not the original. You have no idea what you've done. How many times will I have to do this world a favor by slicing you in half? I don't think that you are able to comprehend this. I'm a part of a self-defense mechanism, a multitude of copies sent to different realities at the moment of death. My destruction cannot be fixed, but in an endless series of attempts, different outcomes are possible. Defeated you once and I can do it again. So basically the story behind this game is that this guy, or we think this guy, has basically come and removed everything from existence, and we're trying to basically remember it back into existence. That's kind of the premise. So every time I place like a tile down or an enemy spawns or something, it's essentially like something being remembered back into existence, and then once you leave a loop, it kind of leaves memory, sort of thing. Couldn't change anything, but your victory won't change anything either. Eternity will grind you to dust, and I'm just a small gear in that process now. Killing you makes me stronger, I won't need an eternity. Now be gone. Alright. Oh, this is new. Resource cap in the expedition is increased by 50%. I didn't know there was a resource cap, actually. +1 resurrection charge. 5% chance for chest to spawn on top of a killed enemy. I'm gonna grab this one. Where does that show up? What does that do? So I can't tell if that... what am I trying to say? I can't tell if that's only for the rest of this run, or if that's now every time I do the Chapter 1 fights. I assume it's the rest of the run. That was actually such an easy fight. I think I will stay a little bit longer. Try and gain a few more resources. So let's keep building up here. He dropped a ring which trades 1% vampirism for 3% counter. Nah. I'll go with that. Hopefully I haven't made a mistake by staying on the loop. But I guess we'll find out. We are taking a lot of damage now. So every time we complete a loop, the enemy level goes up, so they do get stronger as you go as well. It's not just about quantity and upgrades and things like that. Take another road lantern. There are a lot of enemies down there. Alright, that's the same ring, isn't it? Yeah. I might do one more loop, see how we go. I can leave at any time. It's just the further away I am from this camp, the more resources I have to sacrifice to do that. So see how we go. I leave any time except that is in battle. You can't leave in battle. Another village. That's good to have. Okay, less damage, less vampirism. No, that's terrible. We'll put that one... Put it over here. That way we can heal up after this absolute mess. I think I dropped a level 4 item. That's just rude, really. Nope. 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 We should get some pretty good loot from these, I think they're called flesh monsters or something like that. Flesh golems, maybe? There's a lot of vampire mansions. Let's do it. Let's go all out. Not there. We'll put some there. We'll put some there. Let's put a blood grove down. Let's see what happens. Let's go crazy. Alright, that is 1% less vampirism, but a pretty decent... Actually, it's not that big of an increase to defense, because the one I have equipped has a bonus 3 defense. But I'm doing it 7 damage to all, which is not bad. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do that. This ring has great stuff. Love to see that. So now vampirism's up to 43% again. Good, good. I'd love to see this map fill up all the way, actually. I think that'd be really neat. A grove down there, I guess. Oh, more good stuff. Not that good. Not that good. They're good, don't get me wrong, it's just they don't have the vampirism that I'm looking for. Nope. This is easier than I thought it would be, actually. Oh, these are new, actually. Ghoul. Right, I think if you put a vampire castle next to a town, you actually end up getting ghouls. I don't know if they drop anything good. Guess we'll find out. The vampire's healing an awful lot. Alright, that shield, both those shields are not great, unfortunately. I will put this one over here. Alright, so this is the dreaded goblin vampire fight. Always seems to do a really good amount of damage to me. And the annoying thing is that even after you kill the vampire, they still have the vampirism buff up here. So they still get their 10% lifesteal. Cool. Yeah, let's put that there. That way this goblin camp, I think, is actually useless. Either that or they'll all just shift over next to the battlefield and cause a bunch of ghosts to spawn. We'll see what happens. Alright, same vampirism, but an upgrade to pretty much everything else. I will take that. I got another blood grove as well. I guess I'll just keep going. Like, this is a fantastic run. Sure. Increase the vampirism at the cost of 3 defense. 7 damage to all. I actually... Okay, so I think the vampirism includes damage to all. So in a fight against 5 enemies, that's 7 damage to all per hit. That's an extra 35 damage. And then 40% of that is like 12 straight damage. Whereas if I was just to take an extra... Yeah, I don't think that pays out. I think the 7 damage to all is actually going to be more useful there. Can't believe I'm doing maths in a video game. Ew. Another cemetery. Let's keep the cemetery going. Got a nice long little cemetery there. Another treasury. I haven't finished the first one yet. It's a shame I put that mountain there. I should have put it here, because then I could have put another treasury right... Actually, no, I can put another treasury right there. And now I can have these tiles count for both. And then I can misclick and not fill them. There we go. Yeah, the treasuries, they can't be placed adjacent to any other tile, but if you line them up just right, you can still get a nice buff going there. No, thank you. I still can't believe that we're just staying at max health. That's ridiculous. Oh, okay. No, the 1% vampirism is not worth that at all. Alright, this could be pretty bad. We got a quest one. They have evasion, so it's hard to hit them sometimes. They have lifesteal, so then when I'm not hitting them, they gain health. And because it's a quest, it has double health anyway, so... Let's see how this goes. Alright, not bad. Easy. Gonna be spawning an awful lot of golems soon. Let's see, so I'm getting 44 there. That's 94 plus 8 is 100. Yeah, it does seem to include the damage to all in the vampirism calculation. We'd love to see it. Place a battlefield. Sure, we'll put it there. Another cemetery. Okay, that's interesting. Not only is that a 5% increase to vampirism, the regen per second is actually quite good. And it's only 2 defense less. We do lose 7 damage to all, though. That's halving the damage to all. Yeah, you know what? A 5% increase to vampirism is really good, especially in single enemy fights where the damage to all doesn't really come through very well. I will put this meadows here. Okay, so I think I'm starting to hit the caps up here because the orange border there. Alright, so I'm actually going to leave after this loop then. There's not really any point in staying. I'm starting to cap out these resources. Which is a shame because I'm doing very well. That's okay, because we'll get to go back to the camp, and I get to show off a bit of how that works and everything. Another beacon. That is a lot of blue. Put a blood grove down. I would have liked to get up to 50% vampirism, which I'm sure I'll be able to do in future runs, but not this one. It's too late now. I don't even know where I am on the loop. There's too much stuff going on to see. Oh wow, I am losing a lot of health now. Wow, that happened in an instant. Why is that? Okay. If I die here, I'm going to be very disappointed. Well, okay, where am I? Oh, wow, What? I set this to automatically leave. I must have just finished the loop, though. Oh, no. That's why everything's suddenly hard. Alright, may have to sacrifice some stuff here. I was kind of counting on getting out easy. Oh, man. I guess I could Oblivion if I start to get really worried. It looks like we're doing okay again. I think that was just a really hard fight for some reason. So yeah, we are slowly regaining health. Alright. These guys aren't so bad. I can handle that. I gotta level up. Ooh. Plus 0.5 times loop HP, so that'll be 4.5 HP. That's for an adjacent roadside tile while passing a tile. So 4 to 9 HP per tile is not very good. Or I could get a 10% chance to stun a target for 1 second. That seems much better. Is it when I get hit or when they get hit, I wonder? I wonder what the maximum evasion chance you can get is. Because if you can get like 80% or 100% even, then you just win, right? You never get hit. I'm sure there's a cap on that. And I guess it's probably just related to how many items you can have equipped. Okay, it looks like it is when I hit them there's a 10% chance to stun, which is fine. I think if it was when they hit me, it would be too OP, because then I could be stunning enemies I'm not even attacking, like multiple enemies. It's probably a little too good. Where am I? I'm over here. Let's put the village... Let's put it up here so I can handle these guys a little bit better. Get another meadows. Okay. I don't know why that one fight was so difficult, because now I'm back to full health, and I'm doing pretty much just fine. That's really strange, right? Alright, another meadows. That should get upgraded there just fine. Guess I'll finish off this mountain line. Mountain range, I guess, is more accurate. Getting a lot of vampire castles still. Don't really have any use for them. That is so many enemies coming up. That makes me really nervous. Oh, I just realized I can now put these anywhere. I thought before I could only put them around here, but maybe because it's getting so full. So I guess, I don't think it stacks. And I have pretty much full coverage. I might as well just put it down here and then cover the last little bit. I don't think I'm actually going to get there, but I don't know. Put the grove. Doesn't really matter. It's definitely the most tiles I've ever placed in a run. I do like it. Again, I'd really like to see what a full map looks like. I think that'd be really neat. Still no vampirism items. I can only imagine that they're just more common when when you're next to a vampire castle, which is right now, so I don't know. We'll get another mountain, 2 more meadows. Battlefield, let's put that there, I guess. I want to fill up some of these slots just for the sake of it. Oh, we got an achievement. I think it's for killing a certain amount of enemies. Kill 1,000 enemies. Wow. Okay, these don't have vampirism on them, so I will pass on that. Okay, nearly made it through the end of the loop. Again, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was. It's just that weird first fight was so hard. I don't know. But yeah, gonna leave after this loop. Resources are capped at the moment. Spend those on whatever I can and then jump right back in. I think I will go back to chapter 2. I don't know, actually. Chapter 2 is still very difficult in comparison to chapter 1. Oh, that dropped so many items, dude. Less vampirism, more vampirism. Alright. 1% away from 50%. Oh, that'll do it. 57% vampirism. Gross. Oh, wow. Place some more road lanterns down, I guess. It's a very visually busy screen. So much to look at. Did get another treasury there. I don't think I'll be able to finish it. It's the only spot on the map I could put it. Cemetery. More vampirism. Yoink. 50. We almost got up to 60%. Wow, that's a big jump. Another village, huh? Another one. Alright, so I think that's every tile on the loop filled with something. I think I can replace this blood path, though, but don't really need to. I think we're 2 tiles away. We are auto-leaving. Alright. So that was a really good run. Wow. I'm glad I got to have a good run on stream. Alright, I will keep all resources. Part of the world, another achievement. Find 100 resources, not bad. Alright, so what can I afford to build now? I can build a supply depot. Alright, let's do that. Put that, here. Good news, we've come up with a list of some things we need. I won't say they're all absolutely necessary, but they would make our lives a bit better. Can't keep eating from the ground, while the food is also the ground. And then we go to sleep on the same, ground. I'm exaggerating, of course. Just want you to get the idea. If you stumble upon a good piece of furniture, or an instrument, or anything else of use, remember the place and take a wagon there. We'll see that your findings go to the right person. Alright, so now I have 2 new options here. Supply and craft. Okay, so I have no slots down here. Nothing here. I can craft... nothing. Created item type, created item type. Craft food, I think? So let's make cheese. Plus 1 HP after killing an enemy. And meat stew, receive additional 5 HP while passing through a village. Okay, and then I can put those here, I think, to equip them. Okay, I get it. That's an interesting mechanic. I like that. I can't make any more because I need more of these orbs. Metamorphosis orbs. Can I build anything else, or did I just use up all my cool resources on that? Yeah, I can't afford anything else. I can upgrade some of these, though. Looks like I can only upgrade this. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. So that adds an additional plus 8% to Campfire's healing power. That's not bad. We get an additional food slot. Okay, I'm starting to understand now. Let's do it. Congratulations, hero. These new cauldrons will make life better, not just for you, but for the whole camp. You can write down a new recipe to celebrate. Mix 4 chopped potatoes, half a grated cheese wheel, a pot of sour cream, and then bake for half an hour. Only fried eggs are easier to cook than this. Alright. So, we unlocked a new card. Existence of this civilization ended long before the Lich's Curse, but its remains could still be of use to you. Gives a random basic resource shard upon visit. Spawns a scorch worm every 2 days. Let's try that. And we'll swap that out for... I guess let's swap it out for the cemetery. Let's see what happens. I don't know what scorch worms are, but they sound difficult. You got another achievement. Embark on your 10th expedition. So many achievements tonight. How many does this game actually have? 50 achievements. That's not bad. It's manageable. Alright, we got our first mountain. You might notice I always build my mountain peak up here. There's no reason for that. I just do it, I guess. It doesn't matter where you put it, I think. So, where am I going to put this one? Put it down here. Tell you what. I will be right back. I'm just going to let this run. I'm not really worried about dying or anything because I haven't placed many tiles, so there's not a lot of enemies. So I'll be right back and you can watch this run. Alright, let's see what we got while I was gone. It's a downgrade. That's a downgrade. Nope. Let's look at the good stuff first, I guess. I'm not going to do another vampirism run necessarily, but I will take vampirism for now just because the healing is very good to have. And I think that's about everything, except for the cards, of course. I can't place those yet. Let's turn this back on. Alright, we got a beacon. That's a good spot for that. I got another village. Very nice. A whole bunch of rocks and mountains. Alright. Living fabric become an orb of evolution. So what do I actually need? It was the metamorphosis. Metamorphosis orb. That's hard to say. More rocks. Very good. A grove. Sure. So yeah, now that we're back in Chapter 2, you can see that these enemies are starting to debuff me a little bit. So right now the slimes will debuff my defense. Other enemies will have buffs for themselves, or they'll do special attacks. So not only do their stats get harder, but they themselves get tougher, and it's quite a lot to handle. No, I don't want to put that next to that. That'd be ridiculous. Let's put that there for now. I would like to see the new card at some point. I hope I get that soon. Alright, so 2 defense, more evasion and counter. Sure. Wouldn't mind trying to run an evasion / counter build, actually. See how well that works. These are both good. Magic damage and damage to all is very good. Let's do that. You know what I just noticed? I didn't get a notification when you raided me. Why is that? Because the raids one's turned off. Okay, that's annoying. I'll have to deal with that later. I thought I set that up, but I guess I must not have. Okay. I should make a note of that. Still trying to figure out all the different things that I need to do for my stream and everything. So like alert boxes and setting up my page and everything. It's a lot to figure out. Alright, we got our first ruins card. Random basic resource shard upon visit spawns a scorched room every 2 days. Let's put that somewhere far away from everything else for now, until I can figure out what it actually does. Another village card. So we got a village here, a camp here, village there. Go in there. Ooh, okay, that's actually a decent ring. We lose nothing, actually. Well, we lose the counter percent and the evasion percent, never mind. We gain regen, attack speed, dash, hold, yeah. It's a little bit too early to be worrying about, like, I guess, speccing into any one sort of stat, just because the gear you get tends to scale pretty quickly at this level. But yeah, I think maybe once we hit level 5 or so, I might start looking at specific stats to buff. Another rock here. Another vampire mansion. It's less defense, more attack speed. Nah. Like I said, I'm not really worried about vampires in this run. Although, if I do particularly bad, I might try looking into it again, because that last run was amazing, and I don't know if it was just because of the vampirism or not. So it might just be that good of a stat. Okay, so we lose a bit of max HP, we lose a bit of magic damage, but we gain counter and vampirism. Yeah, why not? Okay, so there's our first Scorch Worm. It's living, it has a soul, takes part in battles on adjacent tiles. Oh, okay. Weird. So I guess you can just pull this from further away. 40% chance to flee instead of being killed. Ew, that's gross. It's an archer in close combat. I don't really know what that means. I assume it means it takes more damage. Oh, it does less damage. Minus 60% damage when it's in the first row. Okay. Interesting. Very curious to see how that kind of works later on when you get more battles going. Because right now it seems very weak, but that is also just because there's no other battles around. Oh, gross. They're doing a good amount of damage, and I am not. They're doing a lot of damage. I guess it is a quest, Harpy. It takes twice as long to kill, so I'm essentially taking twice as much damage. I will swap that out there. That's just such a good damage upgrade. 22% counters. Pretty good as well. Then we lose our regen. That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with evasion chance, I think. I hope I don't regret that. Health is looking really bad. Um, 20% of defense value. 10% of his findings in a camp when passing through a campfire tile. So I wonder if that means I can kind of work around the resource cap. If every time I go past the campfire, I drop a little bit off. Let's try that and see what happens. It also means that I don't have to worry about dying too much. Did he just break my gear? Oh my, I did not know he could do that. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, thank you. I just remembered I had a treasury down here. I haven't been using it all. Whoops. Let's start filling that up. So vampires are pretty nasty because now they spawn bats that interrupt you. Don't like that. Road lantern, eh? Let's put that over here for now. Alright, a little bit more defense. Damage to all, counter chance, regen per second. Nah. Again, I want to try and see how high I get my evasion stat, because right now I'm dodging 1/3 of all attacks. If I can get that even higher, that's really pretty strong. Alright, so this guy should be doing less damage. Or more damage, I mean, than this one, yeah. So he's doing double, pretty much. Interesting. Alright, that's a very good weapon. Take that for sure. The vampirism's nice, but the counter chance is also very good. Attack speed, encounter. No. That's good though. Take that. Another road lantern. I'll put that here. More damage. More counter, less vampirism. Okay. We'll try it, see what happens. Got another battlefield. I will put that one... Let's see, that spawns a chest. I'll put that down here, actually. And then we'll get blood clots as well. I think they're good to have. They seem to drop decent gear. Is my vision capped at 33%, or is it just by chance 33? No, I think that's just by chance. Okay. %. It's just one of those percent values that seems too coincidental. It's like exactly 1/3. So I was like, maybe that's this as much as I could get. I can't. Yeah. So I could play these while the battle goes, but oh well. Just have to wait. Might actually die here instead though. So that's interesting. The evade chance on this is ridiculous. Nah. Oh, maybe. Okay, we somehow managed to pull through that one. Wow. Where am I? I'm up here. This is a doomed run. I can feel it. Let's, keep 60%. It's better than 30%, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna call that one. Because I think I was just gonna die on the next fight anyway. I think vampirism is actually just very strong. Huh. Which is a little unfortunate. I would have liked to have branched into other builds. I don't know. I think I might be also jumping to conclusions a little bit. Maybe I just need better luck. Can't really do anything here, so I guess I'll move right back to Expedition again. But do I want to move back to Chapter 1 or not? Let's try one more Chapter 2 run. If it doesn't pop off, then I'll go back to Chapter 1 again. I'm out of water now. Ah, that's not where I want to put that. Oops. So yeah, let's try another vampirism run and see if that makes it significantly easier then. Why not? Can't place any blood groves yet. I actually wanted to put the meadow there originally. Well, I just noticed there's a new symbol up here. It used to just be these little quarter pieces in the circles. Now there's a chest there, so I guess that's for the items they were talking about. Interesting. Oh, we just got 3 blood paths there. I guess every path that's adjacent to 2 battlefields gets that upgrade. Seems to be how that works. Wish I knew what that ding sound was. Alright, that's pretty good. Yeah, go with that. And we'll take a village, put it over here. This is chapter 2, so we don't want too many vampires on the one spot, because then you'll start getting 2, 3 vampires per battle, and if each one of those is spawning bats as well, that's going to be a nightmare. Definitely don't want that. A grove, a ruins. These add ranged enemies. Let's put those up here. That might not have been the best idea, come to think of it. Because now they're going to be able to help each other. Oh, we got a sturdy stool. Okay. Can help you reach the top shelf if such a need arises. Plus 0.2 HP regen per second if player already has regen. Oh. Okay. Interesting. But I think I have to make it out without dying in order to keep that, so we'll see how that goes. Put that there for now. So we're about to get a big influx of items here. Hopefully they'll be good. Hopefully there's no mimics. Oh, they have a thing where they just damage you now. Nice. That's annoying. That's that's so, like, it's so petty. Wow. Alright, that's a good weapon. That's Well, we lose a bit of regen. No, we don't. We double our regen. We get almost 3 times the armor. Yeah, no, that's great. And this ring, we lose 10% vampirism. I think it's worth it for now. It's still too early to really need to rely on vampirism. I think we can get away with it. We'll probably get another one soon. Yeah, they see there's more vampirism now. I'm gonna leave it for now. The regen per second should keep us afloat for a while. Still don't know what that ding sound is. Another mountain. Put that down there so we can upgrade this meadow down here as well, I guess. Okay, what's getting a lot of enemies at the moment? I guess down here is probably pretty scary with all these guys. Blood clots, I think they're called. 12% vampirism on a spear will also be almost doubling damage. Yeah. On a rapier, sorry, not a spear. Okay. Another meadows. Yeah, I can go there. Why not? I do need to start filling out some of these start tiles there, or else we'll be in trouble once the bus comes. Just noticed, so these cards have circles at the top, and I think that's the amount that they fill the bar up. And I just noticed that these don't have any, but they still fill the bar up, so I don't actually know. Nope, don't want to do that. Oh yeah, look at that. So I guess I just can't damage him. Yeah, okay. That's kind of scary, actually. That's a good shield. I guess, actually, let's just swap out everything I have for vampirism now and get it going straight away. Because, like, 8 to 10% by itself is not great, but when you can get it all the way up to almost 40%, it starts to pay for itself. Even though we did lose a fair bit of other stats in the process. Another Blood Grove. I'm gonna hold on to that one, actually. Although it looks like I can put them adjacent to other Blood Groves. Huh. Oh, and it becomes a Hungry Grove. Blood Grove that has lost its connection with the forest in constant agony because of its irrational existence. Occasionally attacks the hero for 14 damage, but it devours enemies that have less than 20% HP left, so it's a bit stronger, but it hurts us as well. Alright, so if I get a forest, I might actually try and put one over here then. I didn't realize that was the case. It's interesting that it lets you put it there. Alright, that is... yeah, I'll trade 2% for all those stats. That seems like a straight upgrade. Campfire. Village. We only have one village. Put one before this big mess, then. That is a good weapon, but it doesn't have vampirism, so I'll leave it for now. I love the design on these guys. They're so cool looking. Goes underground after every 2 strikes and cannot be targeted. Oh, okay. I wonder if that means that I'll change targets if there's multiple enemies. Okay, so he's submerged. Oh yeah, I targeted the chest then. Okay. Interesting. There's slightly less vampirism, but more attack speed and regen. Nah. When did I put a meadow up here? I did not mean to do that. That's a bummer. Oh yeah, so these guys do actually drop pretty decent loot. That's an extra... What is that? An extra 5% vampirism? That's not bad, actually. Would like another Grove card, please. Gonna level up there. 35% chance for counterattack during evade. Deals your full hand of Oblivion cards. From now on, using Oblivion cards heal hero by 10% of his max HP. That's a really interesting one. And the thought of, like, what scares me about that is that my hand becomes full of Oblivion cards, and then can I not take any more cards until I use them? Because it seems like a waste. Both of these don't seem very good. I'm going to take second thoughts and see what I can get. Every counterattack restores health. Defense is increased by 1 after every loop. Or the first attack in every battle has a 75% chance to stun each enemy for 1 second. I'll take skilled armor. Oh, that is a lot of archers. Okay. It's interesting that this spear, right? I assume yellow quality is higher than blue, but I guess I could be wrong about that. But it does less damage, less vampirism, and it has 12% counter. So is counter just that much better of a stat that it considers that to still be an upgrade? Or is yellow worse than blue tier? Because I know for a fact orange tier is the best tier. I just don't know. Because I think blue tier always has 1 extra stat, yellow tier has 2, and orange tier has 3. So I think yellow is supposed to be better. That is... It's an upgrade, but I do lose 8% vampirism. Nah. I am now kind of relying on the vampirism. Alright, back to full health. The enemy is going to... Oh, it's encouraged by the goblin. Okay. That's annoying because he's decreased my defense by 4.5. Okay, so this... No, because we still trade the vampirism. But the armor increase is so big that it might actually be worth it, to be honest. We do get a little bit of regen as well, which could help. I think I'll take it. It's a shame that I can't keep that vampirism there. So yeah, that almost doubled our max health, actually, I think. Well, that is a tough fight. Let's put a village up here, not there. Put it here. Don't want to put it next to that vampire mansion because it'll turn it into ghouls, and I don't think I get the buff from the village anymore. I might. I don't know. Maybe I should have looked into that. Oh, please. Please don't die. I need this cool chair. I might actually leave after this run. Unless we can get something really good going. We lose a bit of max HP, but we gain counter percent and some defense at the cost of evasion. No. Oh, we got an old painting as well. Increases damage done to boss by 4%. Yeah, I definitely want to keep these if I can. Oh, this is not going well. Oh, there's so many ghosts. Come on. Oh, come on. This is so close. Okay, alright. If I leave now, I lose both items. No. Well, I guess, yeah, there's no point in leaving then, because I would only want to leave to keep the items anyway. There's a lot of enemies up there I don't like the looks of. Let's put a village here. Fill that up and get some good gear. More HP. I don't like this at all. Do get a level though. Ooh, 10% chance to keep the card after placing its tile. Doesn't work for the golden cards. I don't really know what a golden card is. I don't think I've unlocked them yet. Let's try that though. That could actually be pretty big. Hopefully these chests are enough to keep us afloat. Oh, please don't kill me, mister. Alright, that is a straight upgrade. And that is probably worth taking. Okay, another upgrade. Good. No, not that one, though. No, this could be it. Yep. Well, I tried. I didn't think it would be that hard. That sucks. I really wanted these items. I don't know what this does. Take all. Huh. Keep 30% of all resources found. Retreat. I don't know what that means. Like, it looks like I was just able to take them anyway. Huh. Okay, so I can only choose between these two. I think the HP regen... Oh no, that goes up there. Never mind. This goes down here. Okay. Looks like I can only hold 6 items in total, though, so I think I need to upgrade some things for that. Let's see. I can build another farm. I can build a cemetery. Passing through the cemetery on expedition grants you a memory fragment. Can resurrect the hero after an upgrade. Oh, okay. A hovel made of sticks and mud. Houses only one person. Every resident brings you closer to victory. Build more houses. Okay. Resurrect the hero after an upgrade. How much would that cost to upgrade, though? I don't know if I'd be able to afford it. Can I afford both of these? 4 food, 4, 14, and 4, 4, and 4. I can. Let's do both then. I'll put a mud hut here. One step closer to proudly calling our humble camp a village, even though it's just a shelter half covered in mud. We're really grateful. People are very exhausted, both physically and mentally. Some private space to call a home will bring some happiness. Alright, so I think that means that one of these will eventually disappear now, because they kind of just fill up space. We'll build a cemetery as well. I'll put that over here. Thank you. It's a nice place. God, that guy is interesting to look at. Calm, there are some people, but quiet ones. They look a bit grim, but they can tell you many things if you can listen. Alright. How much does it cost to upgrade the cemetery? I need a lot more stone and a little bit of wood. I get an additional item slot. Okay. And then I get 1 extra revive. That could be very big. I'm going to go back to chapter 1. I'm still just getting my butt kicked in chapter 2, so I don't think I've unlocked anything new here. These ruins, I don't like them. Those ranged enemies hurt a lot, so let's go back to... All healing effects are lethal here, except for potions. That sounds really scary, because if I have, like, regen or vampirism, it's just gonna do damage, and I don't think that's gonna help at all. It spawns a mosquito every 3 days. So, like, I don't really see the point of this. This sounds bad in all ways. I don't really know why... Like, I don't know what spiders are good for. I don't know if they give you, like, good counter equipment or anything. Let's go with spiders, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so that number is what that means. Okay. And... You know what? I'm going to try and build a refuge so I can unlock the new class. That looks pretty cheap. Let's do that next. Because I want to see what that's like. I want to see if I can use some more gear with that. Alright. I think now that I'm back in chapter 1, I might try a different build again instead of just vampirism over and over again. So I don't think anybody really wants to see that. That's a lot of cards right off the bat. And that's almost the perfect layout for a beacon. Wow. Good stuff. Let's put a grove down. Make it a blood grove. Put a battlefield over here. Alright. That's better. I don't really know if counter is worth doing. I feel like evasion's better, unless counter does also negate damage. Which doesn't seem very good. Unless you had like counter and vampirism, because I think that would stack together pretty nice. It's another really good spot for that. Alright, so that does way more damage. Take that. That has the same amount of defense, but with extra attack speed. That's also very good. Just got a message. No, nothing good there. Okay, another road lantern's good. I wonder if we even can get items on a chapter 1 level, so I haven't yet. I assume so, because it's got the item counter at the top, but I guess that's just default, maybe? I don't know. More damage, less magic damage, but with vampirism, yeah. That's a very good shield. I don't know why I laid these out like that. That's very inefficient. These mountains, they gain buffs from each other, so you kind of want to have them touching. It's a bit of a strange choice on my part. That's a very good ring. So this one will give me more defense, which can't hurt. We lose the evasion though, and I was going to try and build an evasion build, so I might keep what I have for now. Let's get that filled up. Counter vampirism and regen. Yeah, that's worth it. Same damage, but with evasion. Let's try it. Get some blood paths going, yep. Get our mountain peak. Excellent. Got a level up. I want to try Card Sharp again, especially now that it's quite early. We might be able to get lucky with it. Campsites up here. Put the village down here. Haven't gotten that to proc yet, the extra card use. Okay, so that is a huge increase to defense, but we lose some evasion chance. I think it's worth it. That way, you know, every single hit gets reduced instead of just a 8% or whatever it was to take no damage. I think that works out. I don't know. So that shield has evasion on it. We do trade away another 7 defense though. But the magic damage could be good. Why not? This one, the same damage to all, but we do extra 9 magic damage, extra 2 defense. We lose some health regain. No, I think I'd rather keep the health for now. Alright, so that sword is very good. We lose the evasion chance, though. I can't say no to that, though. The damage gets literally doubled. And defense down by 1, but more attack speed and regen. Nah. Keep the evasion for that one, at least. Placed a lot more than 10 cards, and I still haven't gotten that 10% chance to proc. That's alright, I understand that that's not how chance always works. Another treasury. Gonna have plenty of gargoyles this run, which is fine. They're actually really quite weak, to be honest. They only really start to get strong in Chapter 2 when they start taking less damage. So they have a perk that allows them to just avoid damage. Normally that'd be a very good shield, but again, I'm trying to avoid vampirism for the sake of, what's it called? Variety. That's the word. Alright, max HP goes up, and so does evasion. That's an easy choice. Let's finish off that one. That gives us a pretty decent weapon. Lose 2 damage, gain some vampirism, and damage to all. Sure. Let's go with that one. Another village. That can go here. Another vampire castle too, huh? And another treasury. Wow. They're getting really lucky with these treasuries. You can keep placing them. Oh, and it just doubled it. Sweet. We actually got that to proc. Now we've got more treasuries than I know what to do with. Wow. Alright, another battlefield. Battlefield. Having trouble talking. I always have trouble talking on stream. I don't know why. Most strange. Let's put this one... Put it up there so the vampire castle can proc a little bit. The thing about the vampire castles, they don't spawn enemies themselves. They only add vampires to pre-existing battles. So you kind of have to put things around it for it to work. I just noticed we're nearly at the boss fight already. I don't think I'm prepared for it, though. That's a bit alarming. Tech speed, regen. I gotta remember to keep at least a little bit of regen per second on there so that that stool procs and we can get an extra little bit for free. Another vampire mansion. I don't think I want to place that yet. That's just going to push us closer to the boss spawning. I also got to level up, I didn't notice. 10% of his findings in a camp. I definitely want to get that, especially if we're going to push past the boss again. The boss. I don't know why I added a T there. If we push past the boss again, then hopefully we can keep dropping resources off every loop and kind of just keep going until it becomes too difficult. Because last time we only really stopped because there was no reason to keep going. Defense and damage to all, nah. Again, I still want to try and keep the evasion up as high as you can. It's only at 15% right now, so it might as well be nothing. Alright, so there's an evasion ring. We'd love to see it. I will take that. It's actually just a very good ring in general. Got another couple of rocks to place. That one actually duped itself. There we go. Lose 2% evasion. Gain 2 damage to all. Attack speed stays the same. Gain 7% vampirism. Lose magic damage and defense. Oh, that's a really tough one. No, I'll keep it for the evasion, I guess. That's a straight upgrade. I will take that for sure. Alright, I wonder if this is enough stuff to cause the boss to spawn. I hope not. Guess we'll find out. So that has half the evasion on it. Nah. That one increases the damage by a lot, adds defense. Loses damage to all, but does give regen. Sure. This vampirism right now isn't very good anyway. Yeah, we are... Yep, there's this boss spawn. Okay. I'm really not confident, especially now that I've just realized I didn't get rid of any of these spots. Not good. Alright, let's try and get rid of some of these. I can't overwrite them either, so... Okay, so you can see each palace does 5% buff. What does the foobar button do? The foobar button normally tells you what game or what song is playing, but because I don't have a song playing, it does nothing. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I'm almost wondering if I should just try and flip to vampirism as best as I can. Just to survive. It's weird. Yeah, the evasion, it's just not good enough. Like... Let's have a look. So I could get 7%, I could get 16%. Just 16%. Well, that's not very good either, so I don't know. Huh. Lose a little bit of damage there, but extra defense and regen is probably worth it. Okay, let's have a look. This does a little less damage, increases evasion. Yeah, I'll swap out for that. I still don't like our chances. I don't think it's gonna work. Unless we can get a couple more Oblivions to take down his buffs a little more, I just don't see it happening. Especially since I'm not regenerating health. I have no potions. There's no way. There's no way. There's one way. And it's to just stack as much vampirism. I hate this. I really hate this. I wish I didn't have to rely on it so much. At least the music's good. Get some more vampires to spawn. Hopefully we'll get more vampire gear. But, man, I still don't think it's going to be enough. Jeez. Got some lucky dupes there. Yeah, health is still on the decline. There's just no way. That'll spawn on... won't spawn anything, actually. At least we don't have any cool items up here to lose, right? Oh, actually, we built the graveyard, so we'll respawn. But I don't think it'll be enough. I guess I could always flee, right? Because we'll lose less if we flee than if we just flat out die. So I might keep that in mind. It's just, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. I might actually die here. Oh. Okay. New day at least brings us a little bit of health. Keep placing some of these. I could take 2 thieves. That's okay. 2 bandits, sorry. This one's not going to be enough. Let's see. How's my health regen looking? It's still, yeah, it's still going down. I'm hoping I can get close enough that it won't start the boss fight, but I won't lose anything. I don't think that's how it works. But I guess we'll see. Here, let's do that. I don't think that'll work either. No, that's not gonna let me. I guess because the boss is there. I'm retreating. I will lose the boss fight, and then I just will lose more resources, so I guess it's worth it to just retreat for now. I wanted to build a refuge, but I still can't, which is unfortunate. Let's try that again. Is there anything I want to swap out this time? You know what? I'm going to force myself not to use the vampire build. I'm just going to take vampires straight out of the build. First of all, I want to see if that actually works that way, or if stuff still spawns with vampirism stat on it. I'll take a wheat field. But we'll see what that does. I don't know. Hopefully this one goes a little better. I would love to beat the boss and keep going again. Alright, battlefield causes ghosts to spawn. Keep that there for now. That perk that allows you to keep replacing cards, so like a 10% chance that you get to keep the card, was actually amazing. I did not expect it to go off that hard. So, I would like to get that again, to be honest. As well as the one where you put resources away. I think that was working well for me. I just couldn't really tell. It seems very promising anyway. Even if it wasn't doing what I thought it would do. Alright, there's really no good spots for beacons on this map, so I'm just going to start putting them up there, I think. At least that way I can get extra resources from the treasury. Speaking of, put another one down. This is a really good layout for road lanterns, though. Alright, what are we building so far? We got magic damage, okay. Spider cocoon, I'll put that there, I guess. I got another achievement. Place 1,000 cards, nice. I kind of wonder if placing a 5x5 mountain causes it to upgrade. I've tried a 4x4. I haven't gotten it to get to do anything past a 3x3 though, so maybe a 5x5 would. But it seems like there's very few places where you could actually build one. I think I can get one going here. So I'm going to try that. It very much depends on the layout of the actual loop, I noticed, because I looked at it last time and there wasn't really a way to do it. Now we've got a village. Let's put something over here. I haven't got anything on that side yet. And we'll put a spider cocoon here. Could you imagine if spiders worked like that in real life? They just kind of like opened up their entire back end and shot web out at you? No, thank you. That's gross. I don't like that at all. Alright, so we got a level 2 weapon with evasion. Nice. We got a ring with regen. And an even better weapon. Right? That is better, right? Same damage. Extra magic damage, 2 defense, less evasion, less damage. Yeah, it's about the same. There's a lot of cards from that one slime. Alright, so we got a wheat field. They can only be placed next to these towns like this. They buff the healing from the towns, and they spawn a scarecrow. So yeah, that one does 35, this one does 50. Spawn a scarecrow every 4 days. The scarecrows, I think, they're pretty tough, but they also damage other enemies around them, which is interesting. So I'm going to put some stuff around there so that they can kind of work together like that. That does more damage, and it does have vampirism, so yeah, it doesn't matter if you have vampires on the board or anything, you still get it. I'm not going to use it. See if this run is doomed as well, because the only times I've ever won is with vampirism, and I really would like to see if it's even possible to do it with anything else, or if you just kind of have to use the same thing every time. Oh no, I guess the first time I won was with life regen, not vampirism. It's still kind of the same sort of premise though, isn't it? Instead of relying on like evasion or counterattacks or just really good damage, it's you just have to have enough healing to out-heal your enemies every time. Which I guess isn't the worst thing. Alright, good. More defense, magic damage, and attack speed, or vampirism. It's a really good upgrade, but oh, okay, we got a new item. +1 to max number of potions. Ooh, I really hope I get to keep that. That sounds very useful. Let's put this over here. Oh, that's a bad place for it. I can't put a farm next to that now. Damn. I didn't think that through at all. At least now I know. I don't know why, but I just got the sudden urge to bake something. Isn't that weird? I don't even really bake, so I don't know why that came to mind like that. Plus it's 2:20 in the morning, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Gotta get up early tomorrow. I mean, Card Sharp is so good, how could you not? I really like that ability. It doesn't even really help that much in combat, but it's just that good. I'm gonna swap out this armor. Like I said, I want to try to avoid vampirism, so I'll take the attack speed instead. Meadows can go up here. I want to keep extending these mountains. Oh, okay. So he doesn't actually have that perk. I guess that's only in Chapter 2 where he damages everything around him. That's kind of sad, actually. I was kind of hoping that would be the case. That does more damage in general. The Dirk is more of a defensive weapon at the moment, and the Mace is definitely more of... Yeah, let's try it. More damage, please. +2 damage to all, +7% counter chance, half the regen per second, though. No, I think the regen's kind of important at the moment. My health is not looking great. Oh, I need to be upgrading around the camp again. I keep forgetting to do that. It's already halfway to the boss fight. I wonder if that bar gets easier to fill the more times you kill him. I don't think it would, because you're very obviously meant to kill them multiple times, and if it got harder every time, then I feel like it would outscale you very easily. I don't think that's the case. Slightly less max HP, but more damage to all. That sounds good. Let's do some AoE. Same defense, more damage to all, and more regen. Yeah, let's go with that as well. I guess this is gonna go from being a vampire run to a regen run, which is really not any different, but... Oh well. Put a blood grove down right here, because that'll block a Lich Palace. Ooh, we got silverware. +2 damage to all undead. Not bad. Haven't managed to get the card sharp to proc yet, I've noticed. I probably haven't placed that many tiles, but I don't know. It felt like towards the end of the run there, it was going off every 3 cards. It's a little bit scary how built up it's getting before the camp there, because that's going to be what I have to get through before I beat the boss. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Got a dinner table now. +1 times loop HP for passing the campfire. +1 times loop HP for passing the campfire. Okay, so that would give me +5 HP for passing the campfire. Interesting. Alright, so if the boss were to spawn right now, it would get 2 Oblivions, so that'd be 1, 2, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Palaces, which is a 20% buff. I need to work on that, that's for sure. Ooh. That's almost a good ring, but I really kind of need the regen. So yeah, there's a 4x4. It doesn't upgrade. I'll try a 5x5. I don't know if I'll be able to get there. Let's get some more... yeah, let's get some more Bloody Path. And we'll fill out that treasury as well. Okay, so that we're losing a little bit of regen per second, but the extra stats I think are worth it. Another wheat field, another village. Put the village there. I don't really like putting a village right next to the camp. It seems like a waste of health. Like health restoration, but I need to block this part of the path off. I'm also gonna level up. +1 resurrection charge. Sure. Nearly misplaced that rock there. I would have been pretty annoyed. I think it's going to be pretty close. Oh, that was a lot of loot. Wow. Slow down. Same regen, more damage to all, and more magic damage. I like it. No regen. Yeah, the rest is probably fine. I think I already forgot what I was going to say. Oh, it's going to be pretty close to be able to get the rest of these stones without spawning and fighting the boss, I think. I'm going to keep that beacon until I get another treasury, because again, there's really no good reason to put it in the middle there. It just doesn't hit nearly enough spots to be worth it. So looking at our health, we did just use a potion, which is not a good sign. We're about to use another one, aren't we? Yeah. We're definitely still struggling. Which you hate to see. This is also kind of the hard part of the map anyway. Alright, so we're definitely going to get to do at least one other loop, which is good. Put that there, that blocks off another palace. I guess I can start putting these adjacent to these buildings. We can also obliviate another one, which is good. I'm doing a lot of damage to these guys, though. Especially the damage to all is actually quite strong. 20 damage to all per hit is not bad. It's a shame it won't help in the boss fight, though. This one can go here. This one can go here. Health is still looking pretty bad. I think we're going to get this 5x5 to go off, but again, I don't even know if it does anything. Another rock. Let's put another grove here. That'll block off yet another spot. It's good to see. Can't really... No, it doesn't really help. I guess I could put the beacon... Yeah, I guess I could put it somewhere like that. That would actually help a little bit. I mean, help is kind of subjective. I still don't really see the point of the beacon, but let's put it there. Magic damage, defense, evasion. Nah. Regen per second is still just so valuable. Magic HP, damage to all, defense. Wait, no, that's a straight upgrade. My bad. Got another village. That's gonna come in handy. Okay, we can now get rid of all of his palaces, I've just realized. He'll only be able to spawn these 3 up here, and we can get rid of them. So that's not really a problem anymore, which we like to see. I'm going to put a village here, just to give us a little bit of boost before we get to this big forest. I like how with the damage to all, we actually managed to kill the other one before the one we were attacking. Alright, there's another quest done. I wonder if we'll get to level up before we fight the boss. Oh, that's a really good ring. Okay, so we can improve our regen per second a little bit. We'll also gain some defense. We lose some of the damage to all. But again, that's not really helpful in the boss fight anyway, so I guess that's pretty good to get. Another village, alright. That's gonna spawn another barbarian camp. I just wonder if it's actually worth it. I think it might be. Okay, we just need one more mountain to see if that's gonna do anything. This chest might give it to us. Nope. Okay, so the regen per second is still really low. Again, I've got it over 5 a couple of times now, so it's not where I need it to be. Just use another health potion. It's the last one, actually. Alright, does this do anything? No? Okay, so yeah, I think you really only can have that one mountain peak. That's okay. And there's the boss. Okay. Get rid of these. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him. And I think we're going to lose these items again, which really sucks. And they're really just throwing a vampirism build in my face, aren't they? There's some more regen and damage, so that's not too bad. Let's put that there. I don't know about this one. My health is really low, and he does like 100 damage per hit or something like that. So there's a ghost of a ghost. I mentioned it before, but when a ghost dies, there's a chance to spawn a ghost. And it becomes a ghost of a ghost. Never seen this one spawn a ghost. I don't know if I can, but I don't know. I guess there's a 10% chance, just like anything else. Alright, got another meadow. Yeah, there's no way. Oh wow, this might be it actually. What happened to all my health? Why did that suddenly get so difficult? Alright, let's resurrect then. I forgot I could do that. I thought it said 15% health. That's a lot more than 15%. That might actually be enough to win now, huh? Okay. That must be because of the trait that I picked, Omicron's technique. I could have sworn the graveyard. I didn't even upgrade the graveyard actually, so it's definitely not that. Which means I don't have anything else to rely on now. Hmm. Yeah, and our health still is really quickly dropping. Vampirism build's right there. It's 20%. It's really not enough, is it? 20% of 30, that's about 6 health per hit. And we would lose 1.8 regen per second. That is technically more healing. I wanna... Like, I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I do really want to keep these items. It's embarrassing. Alright, how's our health looking now? It's still rapidly on the decline, unfortunately. That does way more damage. We'll lose more regen. But the damage will scale our vampirism. That's a lot of damage. Let's try that. But we're definitely keeping our health up a little better now. I have a feeling vampirism is just that good. I hate to say it. No, no thanks. Let's just get rid of that, I think. It's way too many enemies considering we're about to go into this boss fight, and I really don't have any faith in this boss fight. No, look at that. That's... Oh. That's a pity. I mean, there's a chance. It's just very slim, right? Oh, we're getting eaten by something. We're getting... Yeah, that farce. Oh, I actually did it! Oh, wow, okay. I have no idea how I managed to pull that off. Wow. Awesome. That's great. I love that. I got an achievement, defeat the Lich 3 times. I don't think any of these rewards really matter. Whole resource sphere instead of a chunk. Because I think these, again, only persist for the rest of the run, and I am retreating for sure. Wow, I can't believe I pulled that off. Alright. Let's look at the new stuff we got. Alchemist Shelf, +1 to max number of potions, definitely. Silverware goes in this slot, doesn't it? Increase damage done to boss by 4 or Plus 2 damage to all undead. 4%. I think the boss counts as undead on that first chapter. I'm gonna swap that out. We got room for that as well. Can I build anything good? Yes, I can build the refuge. There's exile, even in exile here. Don't be hard on the lost souls who found their salvation in wine and gambling. Sit down instead and pick yourself a poison to drink. That's not why I'm here. It's so strange. This place and its surroundings, they're familiar to me. Now we're talking. So did you make your living off the road? A bit of robbery maybe? Or collecting bounties for someone's unlucky head? As if someone else knew and did all this, and now I have their knowledge and skills, and now I somehow literally have 2 aces up my sleeve. I think I stole someone's purse, too. Huh, wait, that's my coin purse. You don't believe me? Oh well, feel free to come by if you want to discuss your new trade. I didn't become this good with knives by working in the kitchen, you know. Alright, so I think that means we've unlocked the rogue. Ah, okay, that switches classes. Okay, additional class stats. So... oh, we actually can't get vampirism on the rogue. Instead, we get crit chance by the looks of it. Damage to all. Evade percent. Yeah. Attack speed, counterattack. Yeah, we get crit chance and crit damage instead of regen and vampirism. Oh, so we get no health regen. Ooh, that's tough. And we don't get any rings either. Wow. I came to rely on all of those things, and now I cannot have them. It looks like I can't upgrade anything. Can I craft? I can craft some things. Let's craft another food item, because I have slots for that. What do we get? We got mixed nuts, plus 2 max HP for every point of defense the hero has. That's not bad. We'll put that on there. I think I'm going to call it for that. This is 240. I have to get up pretty early. So yeah, that was Loop Hero. Super fun game. I'm really enjoying it. It just came out. I highly recommend it. As for streaming, I should be back on Monday. It's public holiday, so I have no excuse. Should be back on Monday with some Minecraft. Hopefully, unless I'm sick of Minecraft, which could be the case. Hopefully not. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Thanks for the raid, AJ. Really appreciate that. And I'll see you all next time. Alright, bye-bye.